ciebie.
Dziecko trzeba przygotować do tego konkursu. Trzeba na stronę wejść.
No jak chcę, no to jak chcesz, Werka. Ale tu musisz potrenować. Ale to dopiero w grudniu, no to ja będę, no. Papierkową dychę sobie weź, nie bierz drobniaków. No to tym bardziej. Dyszkę sobie weź, no jak 8 zł, no to dycha ci wystarczy, tak?
Ale to trzeba dwa prace, to będzie 8,8. Jeszcze muszę 4
Lieutenant Zachariah Manser.
Ja mam 20.
What a pleasure.
Hello, sir. I don't think I've had the honor of meeting you before.
Ah, of course. I'm Colonel Victor Watcher of the ASC.
Colonel,
At ease, Lieutenant, at ease. Simply came to congratulate you. I learned that you become a Technomancer of the highest degree. For a young man from the Rogue family, it's a terrific achievement.
thank you.
No, thank you. Your road must have been difficult, but you persevered. An outsider who managed to work his way into the ranks of the elite Technomancers. A marvelous story, especially given their secrecy. They've always fascinated me. Do you have any insight as to why they chose to be so insular?
I'm sorry, Colonel, but I don't know what you mean.
What a shame. By coming to you out of friendship and camaraderie, I was hoping that you wouldn't treat me like an outsider, too. All right, then. Back to your duties. But think about what I asked, and we'll see each other again.
Sam pułkownik.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Captain, report.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
The insurgency's been quelled.
What about this pain in my ass, Bulgakov?
Let me start with the good news. We stopped Bulgakov at the station before they set off their explosives. Bad news? She slipped away before we could grab her.
Starting with the good news doesn't make it any less of a failure, Lieutenant. The ASC's gonna try to rip us a new asshole over this, but the fact that they said Bulgakov was a man and not a woman might give us a bit of ammo to fire back with. I'm still pissed, but there's no telling how many lives you saved today. So go find Quartermaster Ryan and collect your pay. Let's keep the fuck-ups to a minimum, though, going forward. Only so many times I'll be able to cover your ass with the ASC. Despite the attack, the officials reached the source. Good work, Lieutenant.
All safe and sound at the camp as promised, Captain.
You're already making yourself one hell of an asset, Lieutenant. No doubt those officials owe you their lives. You sure as hell earned your pay. Go see the quartermaster to get it. Our response to the attack can't be passive. We strike fast, we strike hard, and we strike now. ASC discovered that they got in through the underworks. through tunnels connected to their shadow paths, so that's where we're gonna hit them. Get a rover and Amelia Reacher to drive you there, and wipe the Aurora shits off the face of Mars and destroy their damn tunnels. Failure's not an option. This is a mission of pride for this army, not just for abundance. They struck us in our home. For that, we'll annihilate them. Don't let us down, Lieutenant. During their assassination plot, Aurora's diversion attempts destroyed some of our city's roofs, forcing us to evacuate blocks of citizens to protect them from the sun. We need the repairs done, and done quickly. But instead of working on the repairs where they're damn well needed, the fucking mutants have now chosen to revolt. Put an end to it, Lieutenant. Get them back to work so our city can get back to living.
Will do, Captain.
Before you go, Lieutenant, I want you to know, your professor, Captain Technomancer, leaving the city for the front. Might want to go say goodbye.
Thank you, Captain. Appreciate it. So what are we up against?
Not in detail, but I'm sure it's nothing you can't handle, Lieutenant. Soldiers and the like, including your Aurora counterparts, Technomancers. I hope that won't be an issue for you. I know you all see each other as brothers and sisters, but they're not, Lieutenant. They're your enemies, and I trust that you'll have no problem treating them like that.
Who's Amelia Reacher?
You really don't know her. She's an icon of abundance. Its poster child. Youthful and courageous. The daughter of one of Abundance's great discoverers. And one of the few people who can fix and drive the rovers.
Hi.
Lieutenant, how can I help you?
Captain Eliza told me to come find you for my pay.
Indeed, I've been expecting you. Here you go.
Ich ciągle za mało.
Kogo?
No, żeby były sprawy konkurencji. Mama powiedziała, że starczy mi tylko na 3 konkurencje. Mama 20-10 złotówka.
O.
Mr. Mancer, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Big on weaponry, I hope? What can I get you?
Never noticed all the beggars in the neighborhood. This a new thing?
No. They've been here way too long, if you ask me. More and more keep piling in. They're ruining my business. Not a clue where they're coming from. All I know is they keep pouring in, broken, disabled, putting it out there for pity. Clients coming around don't like that. Me and my colleagues would pay a hefty sum to anyone who could get them out of here and move them to the slums or somewhere. You could be that someone? Yeah?
I can try. Hello, Fiorello.
Ah, our savior is here. It's, wonderful to see you again.
You seem a bit preoccupied. Things not going well?
No, it has. Everything has gone very well because of your efforts. Let's just say that my leave of absence didn't help my business. Don't think I'm not grateful, friend. I appreciate the thought. What can I do for you?
Can I ask what corporation you're from?
You can ask, but you may be disappointed by the answer. None. My parents were traveling merchants like me. The road is my home. Always has been.
Zaraz.
Not to take anything away from your corporation. Its technical miracles, beautiful city, and all the rest. But I don't think I could ever settle down. There is freedom in having no ties.
So how does it all work? You merchants trade with each other too, or...?
Our lives would be impossible otherwise. The travel required to collect the vast array of goods we purvey would be impractical, to say the least. For instance, a fellow merchant is traveling to your hydroponic farms as we speak, and is gathering goods that he will swap with me to bring back to Alliance's territory. And there are other merchants who trade goods with me from territories even further away, and on and on and on. We would be at a loss without each other. So, we stick together. A big family, in a way.
I can't imagine everything you've seen. How far have you gone?
We can't really leave the shadow paths, but those ways connect nearly all the big cities on the planet. That said, my travels usually take me to Junction Complex, Alliance's main city. A place that would surprise you, I should think. Filled with mechanization that the corporation has rather strangely invested so heavily in. I've also been to Shadowland. Its center is far more baroque, and its slums boggle the mind with how far they stretch. But Abundance's explorers, I know, have gone much further than I. To the ends of the planet, I hear. Maybe one day you might join them on an expedition. Experience the world yourself, rather than just hearing of it secondhand.
Rumor is you merchants have a secret city hidden somewhere.
Ah, yes. The cave we open with the utterance of a magic word to protect our troves of treasures. A tale, Mr. Mancer, nothing more. We are merchants. What goods we have, we sell. To buy more goods, which we sell, and so forth and so on. There is no secret in our ways. Or treasures hidden in faraway caves.
Czemu jeszcze nie przyszło?
No ja wiem.
Who's the girl? She doesn't exactly look like a merchant.
It is a good question. I found her tied up in the warehouse that we were dumped in. The poor thing cannot even remember her own name. Figure she must have family or friends around here, though, so I keep her with me, hoping someone might recognize her. Just banking on luck, though.
Wieczorem albo rano.
Maybe as an officer, you might be able to check and see if someone has reported her missing. I'm sure her family would be grateful, as I would.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Officer Mancer. You are a man of endless generosity.
Listen, maybe I can help. What's going on?
You are too kind. I am so deeply indebted to you. Anyway, yes, I am a little worried. More than a little, to be truthful. 2 of my regular clients, after the kidnapping, must have assumed the worst and just left. Haven't heard from them. No one but you, I admit, cared enough to come to look for me. That said, their merchandise is here, but I have no way of telling them I am back without the risk of exposing myself. I don't mean to treat you like my errand boy. I only ask because you offered your help. Anyway, if you could let them know, I could compensate you as well. One of them, I'm sure you know. The barracks quartermaster. The other one is a slums merchant.
You know where the merchant's at?
Of course, of course. If you have a map, I could show you. Bless you, Mancer. 1,000 times over, bless you for all you've done for me.
Już wstałam? Już wstałam? Ojej!
Look at you. Glad to see you. Can't tell you how much your help was. It is appreciated. Well, things might have worked themselves out in time, but who has time these days? And you sure saved me the hassle. You're a Technomancer?
I am. Zachariah Mancer.
I'm lucky, in name and in life. You Mancers all stick together. Know each other real well, don't you?
Know each other, maybe, but we're scattered between here and the front.
Right, right. The front. Of course, the front. So, I take it you know where I can find I believe his name is Master Connor?
He's still in town, away from the front, training recruits.
Lucky again. Just what I wanted to hear. Think you might be up to do me a favor?
Either way, I'm here. Tell me what you need.
Simple. To meet Master Connor and relay some information. With your help, of course. Without your help, well, being just a simple merchant, unwelcome outside the exchange, I suppose it'd be a bit harder. If not, you know, impossible. You know as well as I do, a common merchant can't just stroll up to the likes of a master. So, you get me in front of him, and I'll owe you one. How about that?
I'll see what I can do.
And I'll be much obliged. Serum, sir? Got a drop for a poor war cripple?
No, I don't. You gotta move it along, pal.
Where you want me to go? 1 block over, any better for you?
Look, buddy, you look a little worse for wear, and I feel for you. Really. I'm not in the mood, so let's just move it along before I lose my patience.
What are you gonna do? Beat up a brave war vet who lost his arm on the front. I'm just trying to raise enough serum to...
Look, buddy, you look a little worse for wear.
What are you gonna do? Beat up a brave war vet who lost his arm on the front? I'm just trying to raise enough serum to...
Listen, I'm sorry. I am. I get it. Life's kicked you in the balls, and you're just trying to survive. And if you were the only one begging these streets, it'd be different. But you're not. It's you and countless others making it really hard for the merchants to conduct their business. Merchants who, if I don't get you out, are more than willing to ask much less kindly. So I'm just asking you to move it somewhere else.
Life might have kicked me in the balls, but it was the smuggler who took my arm. Promised to kill me if I leave these streets.
The smuggler.
I had nothing here. All abundance held for me was pain and trouble. Know what that's like? To only know misery? To be so desperate a bit of hope shines like the only ray of light you've ever seen. That's what the smuggler was when I met him. Promise of better. A chance to start again in Aurora, where I could rebuild my life.
Didn't work out that way?
No, sir. Had me driven to a warehouse where I signed some papers I didn't even read. That's what hope gets you, I guess. Once he had him, he threatened to turn them over to the ASC if I didn't work for him. Pickpocket at the market and give him everything I stole.
Which you did.
Steal or die, which would you choose, sir? But even then, after time, I couldn't keep quiet. Too much pride, I guess. So I spoke up, and for my trouble, lost my arm and was sent to the streets to beg for him. I leave the street, I die. I fail to bring him enough serum, I die. I refuse his orders, I go to the ASC, I die. I ask you, is this living?
It's surviving, at least.
Klejąca rząd, co? Co? Aha.
Hey, mister. You got some serum, mister?
No, I don't. And you folks gotta clear out. Let's go.
We gotta... You gonna protect us if we do?
No, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Yeah, you think? We leave, the smuggler will kill us.
I've heard the stories. Promised to help you escape, then made you steal, then cut off your arm in thanks.
That's right. But more than just mine, sir. Many more.
Know where to find this guy?
Yes, sir. At the station, sir. But you ain't gonna get near him just like that, sir. He'll see you coming blocks away. Look a little more poor, dirtier, and you might have yourself a chance.
I hear you. Thanks.
Joe, nie.
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only, Technomancer. A pleasure as always. What brings you here this morning?
Mr. Mancer, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Big on weaponry, I hope? What can I get you?
What else do you know about all these beggars appearing?
Not much more than you can see. They're all missing, and obviously time changed my opinion. They're just deformed and disabled, and a nasty sight to look at. Why they all...
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only, Technomancer.
Co?
Zobacz.
Co, skąd masz?
Od wróżki.
Od jakiej wróżki?
Nalew to
No co żartujesz? Słyszałem przed chwilą.
Ale w moim pokoju był.
No jaja co robisz?
A patrzyłeś na
No pewnie, że patrzyłem na wszystko.
Ale tato, później poszłeś do pokoju, a mam, jak ja wychodziłam, mama zobaczyła wtedy ją. Ty byłeś już w pokoju, grałeś.
No żartujesz, naprawdę ta wróżka jakaś czarodziejka.
No bo ona bardzo szybko. Mówiłam, że...
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah,
Nieźle.
Hey, I was told you could help me.
That so? Perhaps.
I heard you were the discreet type. Could maybe help me and my friends get out of fear. Leave abundance. Is that true?
What's your deal? Political problems? Avoiding the front? Never mind, keep your silence. Better for all. Yeah, I have some contacts that might be able to help you out. But I don't do favors. It's gonna cost you. And to be straight, to get 3 people out, it's gonna cost some bribes to guards and officials. Not gonna be cheap. But if you got the serum, we can get you on your way.
Brought you everything I could scrape together. Here.
Good to hear. Good. Good. I'll take care of the rest. You got a map? Look here. Meet me in the underworks. It's hidden, and it'll make it easier to sneak out.
Zachariah, so your captain told you I was heading out, did she? I should be grateful. It is good to see you. Perhaps for the last time. I'm leaving for the front, as is expected.
I wish you could stay longer.
Wish that I could as well, if not only to appease my concern for you. But their will moves more than my desire. So they separate us, as they always have. To keep us divided. And I fear to further isolate you. Stay wary, mindful. You are in their sights, my dear Zachariah. You are the newest initiate, the youngest. And so, to them, the most attainable. The shortest route to knowing our secret. Such is our world. We are pawns in a chess game played by imbeciles, clinging to nothing but illusions of power. The real power that illusion brings. Take care, Zachariah. Take care.
I will. My word. Until we meet again, Master.
I'm afraid this is more of a farewell. And it's Sean. Forgive me not.
It is always sad to see a friend leave, especially when you know that he's going to risk his life every day. You must be feeling very lonely. It is up to you to earn a new friend to support you through hard times. A friend powerful enough. Have you thought about my request? What's a little secret shared against a strong friendship, after all?
I would be honored to have you among my friends, Colonel. But alas, I don't know what secret you're alluding to. I'm sorry.
A pity indeed, because you will find out soon enough. While I can be a great friend, I can also be a fierce enemy. See you later, Lieutenant.
Handlarza pojechał.
Damn it. Master Connor isn't in the chapel. Maybe the Great Master will know where he is.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
Can you enlighten me regarding our enemies from Aurora?
A fascinating corporation run by people with virtuously idiotic names. Chastity Smith, Decency Johnson, Benevolence Wilson. But beyond that, Abundance's obsession with hiding any and everything Aurora has made us weaker, less prepared to engage them. And though the youngest of the water corporations, they are still somehow winning the war. Driven by religious fervor that keeps their masses in line, and aided by a vision of technomancy that, wider than ours, serves them far better. They seek out technomancers in their youth, cultivate them so their numbers far exceed ours, and they separate them, keeping them from inbreeding.
I'm looking for Master Connor. Any idea where I can find him?
He headed down to the underworks. Needed to get some supplies from our warehouses. If you're going there, take the elevator near the barracks. Opens up close to the warehouses and will save you some time. It's a real maze down there.
Thanks for the tip. Can't go through here.
my dear, dear Zachariah. A pleasure as always to see you, and my gratitude for your help. Now, please, stop calling me Master. You're one of us now. What brings you here?
I met a merchant fresh off the exchange who'd like to meet you.
Strange. Some delivery I'm not expecting, or something else?
He only said he had information to give. Didn't say what, but I thought maybe there was a chance he learned something about some relics during his travels.
Relics are more the great master's field of expertise than mine. I like to stick to molding our young recruits, but come, let us see what this is all about.
I don't know what's going on, but this is weird. Better follow Master Connor to the exchange to make sure nothing happens to him.
Już ja zaraz przyjdę. Tylko skończę misję.
My dear master, it appears these walls have ears. Time to take this reunion on the road. Now!
You? Really be?
Disappoint. Die easy. Too much pride.
exhausts you. Uncontrollable. Move on.
Hands of a merchant. Asshole.
So sorry. Make it up.
Think of something.
Woo! Who'd have fucking thought it? A Technomancer spying on other Technomancers. Crazy shit right there. From where I've stood, it looks like you were all stuck together tight as hell. Shows what I know.
Keep your mouth shut.
I'm just shocked, Lieutenant, that's all. Shocked and, just shocked.